Welcome to Nan'pusha, a place where the quiet voices of tradition are gently brought into the present. I'm Kasumi. Today's episode takes us into the heart of Noh, not through the stage, but through the home. Through the life of a woman who never sought the spotlight, yet found herself at the very center of one of Japan's most ancient theatrical worlds. レバノンから来た能楽師の妻。The book is called The Noh Performer's Wife from Lebanon, written by Madeleine Umewaka, and published by Iwanami Shinsho. It's not a textbook, not a guide to Japanese tradition, not even a formal introduction to Noh. It is something far rarer, a quiet memoir written with humility, warmth, and remarkable honesty. Madeleine Umewaka was raised in Lebanon. Through marriage, she entered a Japanese family that carries one of the country's most prestigious Noh lineages. Rather than standing outside tradition, she lives within it. She writes not as a scholar, but as someone who cooks the meals, attends the rehearsals, and listens quietly as ancient chants echo through the family home. Her gaze is observant, but never judgmental, and, most importantly, she never romanticizes Noh. Instead, she shows us what tradition looks like in daily life, not as something enshrined in temples, but as something passed down through repetition, discipline, and quiet obligation. There's a moment in the book that stayed with me. Umewaka recalls trying to introduce Noh to Japanese women, elegantly dressed in kimono. To her surprise, they gently declined. They preferred kabuki, opera, or classical music, forms they found more accessible, more entertaining. At first, this feels puzzling, but then it begins to make sense. Noh was created by and for the samurai class. Its very structure is masculine, silent, restrained, deeply austere. Appreciating Noh requires not just artistic interest, but a kind of internal discipline, a willingness to sit inside silence, to observe emotion without movement. For those unfamiliar with that world, Noh can feel distant, even forbidding. But the book's most surprising moment is also its most human. Umewaka reveals gently but clearly that in some circles of the Noh world, extramarital affairs are quietly accepted. In kabuki, we are used to hearing about such scandals, but Noh, that sacred, solemn art? Her words shatters a quiet illusion I didn't know I held. She is careful to say that not everyone condones this, but still, the acknowledgement itself is enough, because it reminds us tradition is not practiced by gods. It is lived by people with all their contradictions. It doesn't explain Japanese culture. It doesn't try to. It simply shows what it feels like to live inside it. Through the eyes of a wife from Lebanon, someone quietly weaving her life into a world built on silence, slowness, and centuries of ritual. If you're interested in Noh, in the quiet spaces between art and life, this book may offer you something deeper than theory. A sense of a presence, of lived tradition, of imperfection and beauty. Thank you for listening to Nan'pusha. Until next time, may the echoes of the past guide us gently into the present.